I understand just how hard it is to figure out which Christian fiction authors to read and which ones you should pass on, so I'm sharing 20 of my favorite authors that you want to check out too. Now I'm sharing these rapid fire, so you won't know the storyline, but I will share the genre and which books I've read and which ones might be on my to-read list. So let's dive right in. Carla Laureano writes modern day romance, and I've enjoyed her McDonald Family Trilogy, her standalone book Provenance, and also her Supper Club series. Dani Pettrey writes suspense and romance combined together. I really enjoyed her Alaskan Courage series, and I have on my to-read list her Jeopardy Falls series and her Coastal Guardian series. Lynette Eason also combines romance and suspense together. I've enjoyed her Elite Guardian series, and on my to-read list are her Blue Justice series and her Hidden Identity series. You'll get both mystery and romance when you read Shelley Shephard Gray's books. I've enjoyed her Secrets of Crittenden County book, and I have on my to-read list Rumors in Ross County and a Lone Star Heroes Love Story series. Teri Blackstock always leaves me wanting more. She writes both suspense and mystery together. Now, I have enjoyed all of these books I'm about to share with you from her. Her If I Run series, her Shadow and Serenity series, and her Second Chances series. Switching gears a bit is a different genre of Jody Hedlund and her historical romance. Now, she will grip your heart with her Orphan Train series. I have really enjoyed those. And then I have on my to-read list the Shanahan Match series and the Brideships series. If you enjoy modern day romance, you're going to fall in love with Rachel Hauck and her Wedding Day series. She also has The Love Letter, which is a standalone book. And just when I thought I couldn't love her books more, I read the Royal Wedding series. So good. A list of awesome Christian fiction authors wouldn't be complete without Francine Rivers, and she writes modern day and historical romances. I really enjoyed The Masterpiece. It's a standalone book. And then Redeeming Love is another one I've really loved. They're totally opposite books, but they're so good. And then also the Mark of the Lion series. You're gonna need to grab your tissues for that one, but it's so good. Sarah E. Ladd writes historical romance, and I've enjoyed her Treasures of Surrey series, that's a hard one to say, the Cornwall novels, and I also have on my to-read list the Houses of Yorkshire series. If straight suspense is what you're looking for, you're gonna wanna check out Joel Rosenberg's books. I enjoyed his J.B. Collins series, and on my to-read list are The Last Jihad and the Auschwitz Escape. We still have 10 more authors to go, friend. Now, I've left all the links for you below just to make it easier for you to find all these awesome books, but I want to know, more importantly, what is your favorite Christian fiction author? I have over 750 books on my to-read list, and I'm always looking for more to add. So leave a comment below and let me know who your favorite is. I have Dee Henderson to thank for getting me hooked on Christian fiction books, because her O'Malley series is the first one I ever read. She writes suspense and romance together. I've also enjoyed her Uncommon Hero series, and I have the Evie Blackwell Cold Case series on my to-read list. If you enjoy historical romance, you're really gonna wanna check out Elizabeth Camden. She is such a great author, and two of the books I've enjoyed from her are her From This Moment On standalone book and Against the Tide standalone book. Also on my to-read list is her The Women of Midtown series. Courtney Walsh is another great modern romance writer. I enjoyed her Harbor Point series, and on my to-read list are the Nantucket Love Story series and her Sweet Haven Circle series. Kristen Heitzmann combines suspense and romance together, and I really enjoyed her Rush of Wings series. On my to-read list are her Redford series and her Diamond of the Rockies series. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I had to be young to read young adult books. I think I can read those anytime. So if that's you, you'll want to check out K.E. Ganssert's books. She writes both suspense and romance together with a little science fiction in there combined. I really enjoyed her The Gifting series. Now on my to-read list for her is her standalone book, The Contest, and also the Eden Pruitt series. Connilyn Cossette writes historical romance, and I really enjoyed her Out from Egypt series. I have two on my to-read list from her, and that is the Cities of Refuge series and her Covenant House series. You'll get both romance and suspense when you read Irene Hannon's books. I have enjoyed her Heroes of Quantico series, and on my to-read list are her Code of Honor series and her Triple Threat series. If historical romance is your genre, then Abigail Wilson is your girl. I enjoyed her Twilight at Mornington Cross book, and also on my to-read list are A Vanishing at Loxby Manor and In the Shadow of Croft Towers. Another great one for modern romance is Tari Faris. I really enjoyed her Restoring Heritage series. I will give a caveat that there's a lot of characters in this book, and it took me a minute to organize them all in my brain because I like to listen to audiobooks, but this was a really great series. And another one to check out from her is the Home to Heritage series. Last but not least is Tamera Alexander with her historical romance books. Fountain Creek Chronicles is one I really enjoyed, along with This Pledge. I just finished that one. It was so good I didn't want to put it down. And what I have on my to-read list from her is the Belmead Plantation series. I threw a lot of different genres and authors at you, so I hope you go check some of these out and let me know which ones you read and which ones are your favorites. Happy reading, friend.